going on, guys? How are you? So the reason that I'm here at the Revolution headquarters in Singapore, outside of my friend's Landy's, riding my Triumph, wearing my wax cotton jacket, which incidentally is incredibly warm here in this weather, and with this watch is because we have created kind of a tribute to Steve McQueen. In 1964, Steve McQueen showed up at the ISDT. Those are kind of the motorcycle six-day trials, which were, I guess, the Super Bowl of that genre of sport back in the day. He showed up with the Eakin boys, Bud Eakin and his brother. They were the California boys, and they were the cool dudes, right? He showed up with three things. He showed up with his Triumph TR6C, which he specially prepared in England, his wax cotton jacket, and he showed up with his Hanhart 417 ES, which was his standby watch, right? So the 417 ES is a really interesting watch. Hanhart is a company that was set up in the Black Forest. In 1939, they made their first chronograph. That was a mono pusher version. And then in 1941, they came up with their first two-button chronograph, which looked a lot like this. It was a Type 20 military pilot style watch. It was characterized by a thin fluted bezel, a relatively thin case, a black matte dial, luminous indexes, and big luminous Cathedral hands at the time. Shortly after that, it stopped production. Then from 56 to 58, it resumed production. They made only 1,000 watches in that series. They made 500 in stainless steel, and then they made 500 in a really interesting configuration, which was brass coated in chrome. So no one knows the story to how Steve McQueen ended up with one of those watches on his wrist, but what we do know is that he wore it all the time. He wore it especially when he was motorcycling, and it has become something of an icon. We wanted to create a version of that watch, and we've done so in collaboration with Hanhart. Our version is in bronze, as you can see. It's got kind of a patinaed dial, which I think matches the bronze really well. It's on an original Bund strap as well, in exactly the same way Steve McQueen used to wear his watch. Why we chose bronze was interesting. If you look at the vintage watches, and if you look at the brass case watches that were chromed, over the years the chrome has come off, and what you have is this beautiful warm color underneath. And actually we felt that the bronze really replicated that in a wonderful way. It gives you that same warmth of a vintage watch with all the practicality of a modern watch. It's got exactly the same dimensions as the original watch that Steve McQueen used to wear. It's got a manual wind movement, thin fluted bezel. Instead of acrylic, it's got a dome sapphire. It has the luminous indexes, and it's got the pencil hands, which come from the series from 56 to 58. You know, this watch is something that we've been working on for 2 years. We love it. We love the fact that also we wanted to offer it to you at an accessible price as well. So this watch is retailing for $1,900 US. It's really important for us at Revolution that great watches don't have to be crazily expensive watches. So we think this is a kind of a shining example of that. So that's it, man. I hope you like it. If you want to get one, go check out revolution.watch or therake.com. And we're also going to be selling these in conjunction with a Belstaff wax cotton Trailmaster jacket. So if you want them both, you're going to get a good price on both of them as well. All right. So peace out, guys. Thank you very much.